If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in purchasing one of these masks that I make. They're for sale on Etsy, and I have two different options for purchasing them. So I have the finished mask option and then the unfinished mask option, which is kind of like a kit. So I'm making this video just to show the differences between the two. So I'll start over here with the finished one. So with the finished mask, you get a finished bat bow tie. So the head's been painted. The wings, which are made out of 2 layers of thick felt, is completely done, painted. When you receive this, the screws will be out of the back, so it'll be two separate wings that you'll just have to screw back in once you get it, but that just is for shipping purposes. So the tie is completely done and ready to use. Now the mask is also completely done and ready to use. So it's been primed, painted, sanded, and you can see like all the detail paint's been done. The fabric for the eyes is also glued in. The mouth has been finished. There's actually a hole there, which might be hard to see. Oh, there you go. So everything's been done and sanded and everything. Now on the inside, just gonna bring this around like so, gently. The inside has the adjustable helmet on the inside, and it's been epoxied in. So I use 2-part epoxy on the inside that you can see there. So it's really rigid. I also paint the front of the helmet so that you can't see the white helmet through the eyes. And so that's good to go. And then I also install fans. So you can see one fan there. There's another fan there. And you'll also be getting it with a battery pack, which once you turn the switch on, fans are now on and blowing. So that just gives you a little bit more air circulation. So if you're wearing this for a few hours, it starts to get a little hot. So you just put that on and it just helps just with a little bit of airflow. Now the helmets are completely adjustable. So on the side here, you can see there's that little like button part right there. So you can actually pop it off and move it to the higher spot so that it sits a little bit higher on your head. And then it's adjustable at the back so it fits. So you rotate this just like a bicycle helmet and it makes it looser or tighter. So this mask is like completely done, ready to wear. All you need is your suit. So that's what you get with the finished setup. Oh, and then I also have the instruction manual for the battery pack. And by the way, the battery pack is something that you could actually use to charge your cell phone as well. So if you're out and then your cell phone battery dies, you can actually just unplug that battery and charge your phone. So, and it's rechargeable battery. So you don't have to like replace AA batteries or anything like that. Okay, so that one is fully done. Now over here, this one has not been finished. It's the rough cast. You can see there's like maybe some like little indents that need to be filled. And then on the back is where the seam is. So you can see that seam all the way up. So what needs to be done? I've done like the rough trimming. So like the rough trimming of the eyes, you know, both eyes and the mouth, and then also the neck. So the neck's been roughly trimmed. It needs to be sanded. So fully sanded. And then also, once it's been sanded or filed, it needs to be primered. So I use any sort of like sandable primer, spray paint. And then once the primer's done, then I like to use this paint here. So Oleum Ultra Cover. So this is the white. So you could use gloss white or whatever. I just like to use the flat white because it sands nicely. And then also I think that the clear will grip better on the flat colors. So I use flat white. It takes at least 1 full can of this to do the mask, to do like the white coats on the mask. So you'll probably need at least 1 can of primer, 1 can of white, and 1 can of clear. So you'll need to do basically all the sanding, and maybe use a file to get in there around the eyes. And if you have like a Dremel or rotary tool, that makes it a lot easier and faster. But you could do it with just sandpaper and a little bit of elbow grease there. So you'll get that, not the paint, but that's just the paint that I use. So you'll have to go buy some paint and do the paint finishing. I'll also supply you with a helmet. So this is it's basically a hard hat that I cut the top off to make it so it fits in there better. And then I paint the front black again so that you don't see it through the eyes. And so what you'd have to do is get some 2-part epoxy. So like any 2-part epoxy you get at the grocery store or Home Depot or something. And you basically, what I do is, might as well just show you quickly. With the helmet flipped over, before you put the eye fabric in, because if you try to put the eye fabric in, then the glue might get on it. So then I take some 2-part epoxy and put it at the front, or the front and the back. Then I put it in the helmet, like so, and then nicely put the helmet on, basically. So I put the mask on with the helmet inside, and then I position it where I want it, and then keep it there for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it should be tacky enough that you can take the mask off. The helmet should be held in place. Then I mix more 2-part epoxy and add it to all the different areas just to start adding strength to it. And then once that's done, it should be nice and solid in there. So that's how I do it. So if you buy one of these kits, that's probably the best way to do it. So you would get one of those helmets, like I said, with the painted and everything. And then you'll also get 2 pieces of fabric for the eyes. So I pre-cut them, and it's just black fabric that I put in and I place in around, and then I use hot glue, so like hot glue gun, to sit there and slowly add it and like kind of tack it into place with the hot glue gun. So do that with the 2 spots for the eyes, and then the fabric's in. So you'll get the fabric to put in, you'll get the helmet, and then lastly, I'll also send you a unfinished bat head. So this is the bat head. You could paint it black, or you could leave it the way it is and then just add the white around the eyes. You'll need to make your own wings and attach them to the head however you wish. But yeah, so you'll get that as well to add to your costume. By the way, for doing any sort of filler work, like say for the seam, what I like to use is this stuff, which is Bondo, Glazing, and Spot Putty. I find this stuff works really well. It's really easy to sand, but it grabs and like grips onto the plastic really nicely. If you just try to use like the regular wall filler for like your house, it's not really strong and it can flake off easily. So I find this stuff works the best. And like I said, it sands very nicely. So a bit of that, and you just kind of dab it on any spots that need any sort of filling, and then use some sandpaper and sand it off, and it should be good. And I'll just show you really quickly on the inside of this one where the eyes are kind of glued in there. So you can see the hot glue all the way around the eyes, just holding the fabric, and you kind of like start on one side, glue it in, and then kind of pull it, stretch it a little bit, and then glue the bottom side or the other side, and then that allows it to be nice and tight on there. So I hope that kind of gives you an idea of what the difference is of the two separate masks. So one of them is like basically completely done, and the other one needs all the finishing work. The reason why for the large price difference is because it takes quite a bit of time. Is really time intensive for me to do the finishing, because I'm a perfectionist, and it's just something that I don't just kind of quickly rush through the paint job and such like that. With the kit, it basically gives you everything that you need. All you need to do is buy your materials, such as filler, paint, and epoxy. And then you just have to install everything and put it all together and do all the finishing work yourself. So, which would probably make it kind of nice too, right? If you did a bunch of the finishing work. And then shipping is shipping is, I think, around $80. It's like a little bit more, but I just round it to 80. So $80 Canadian to ship to the States. So, and the reason why it's so expensive is because here's one boxed up. So this is it's like a 16 by 16 by 18 inch box. So it's a very large large box to be shipping. It doesn't weigh much, but it's just the size that gets charged for shipping so much. So anyways, if you have any questions, please leave them down below, or you can message me on Etsy. But I hope that this may have answered any that you may have had. Thank you for watching.